Hello Cancers, welcome to my channel. My name is Lauren. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. If nothing resonates, check back next time or look at your moon and your rising signs. So we made it through the portal from Tuesday. I hope that you spent time manifesting all the good things that you're looking forward to in this new earth that we're going to be going into as we continue to raise our vibrations. Let's start the reading with some angel messages. Looks like some stuff came out. We have Archangel Michael, manifestation power and emotional sensitivity. Archangel Michael says, you're working very closely with this powerful archangel who's protecting and guiding you through the situation. So whatever is happening right now, what Michael does is he shields, he protects, but he also cuts cords with his sword, right? So if you're dealing with someone who is just you no longer want in your life, or you don't feel good around them, definitely call him in, ask for help. We always have to ask to give them permission because of our free will. Whatever the situation is, yes, absolutely call him in. Okay. All right, moving on to manifestation power, we have use your spiritual gifts and natural abilities to attract your desired outcome. So Spirit is really honing in on this topic for you guys. Someone's having trouble with dealing with their emotions. Like there's too much has piled on. That's why Michael is trying to protect you, because it's almost like, yeah, with this emotional sensitivity, I don't want to say there's a block. There's just so much going on. And I know Cancers are a little bit more of the sensitive type. My best friend's a Cancer, so I understand. She's very much she never really shared as much as I thought she did. Or at least now she doesn't, which is fine. She has the right to, every person has a right to hold on to things and keep things to themselves. It's just, you can't do everything on your own, okay? Spirit is here and trying to help you understand, trying to protect you, trying to help you bring in better things for yourself so things get a little bit easier, a little bit lighter, and you can begin to have more joyful moments in your life, okay? We've got two angel-like energies here, right? Actually, we have three. All three of these cards have wings on them, all right? So if maybe you lost somebody that's watching over you and that's really hard for you to process, they may be an angel now. And the emotional sensitivity card says, honor and respect your deep sensitivity as it is a gift to us all. So the things that you feel deep down, you feel it for a reason. You're meant to be here to help those people that have a hard time connecting to those emotions. And that's a gift. That is a true gift you could give yourself, that you have a way to connect to something so deep that some people never even can reach for it or even comprehend it. You have a superpower, my friends. All right. Moving on to my oracle deck, we have poised. We have fork in the road. There we go. We have yin energy, which is the feminine energy. We'll start there. So the poised card, I always get the sense that that's when Spirit is like, hey, we've been preparing you for this moment. It's time to shine. It's time to show your true colors. It's time to go out into the world and do whatever it is you were meant to do here. Whether it is about connecting to your emotions and helping other people connect. You are most likely an empath. So so a lot of the things that you feel and the weights, most of them aren't even yours, right? So like I'm hearing you really need to protect yourself around people, especially if you have to like go into your office for work, or if you're out a lot or around people a lot. And I'm not necessarily saying anything about the virus. I mean, the virus, whatever. I feel like the pandemic is over. If you either got the shot or you didn't, whatever, right? So, but it's people's energies that I feel like you take in people's energies and not protect yourself enough, okay? So anyways, we have fork in the road. There is going to be a choice that you are going to have to make at some point. Are you going to follow your path, or are you going to not follow your path? That is your fork in the road. Are you going to continue letting these emotions take the best of you, or are you going to manifest and protect yourself and prepare yourself for what's to come, what is meant for you in this life, a better life than you probably gave yourself right now? And then yin energy, feminine energy. Please keep in mind, feminine and masculinity, it's just energy. Yes, do we identify with certain genders? Yes. Do we not? Yes. I identify and was born a female, but my masculine energy is a little bit stronger than my feminine energy in this life. Does that change me in any way? No. So, with that said, your feminine energy is calling to you saying, we need to talk. We need to open up. We need to do stuff. Okay? Because why? The feminine energy wakes up first. Plain and simple. See if anything else pops out. Okay. All right, so let's see. We have community, milk and honey, building blocks, treasure island. Yeah, you don't see your potential. You don't see the gifts that Spirit has given you or you had coming into here. You don't see the people that are there to support you. There's abundance in that future. I'm not going to hold on to these. We'll just kind of set these off to the side. I guess I will keep them, but I'm just going to put them over here because whatever. You got to start recreating that foundation. Foundation is security, stability, finance, home life. You got to trust your people, your soul tribe. They can definitely alleviate some of the pain and suffering you may be going through. Whether you have time for yourself or not, when you do, you really gotta hunker down and do whatever it is you need to do to focus on yourself. You have such an inner strength you've overcome so much so far, and you don't even realize how strong you are. Especially if you have children. I just saw it in this strength card, this little lamb here. I heard children. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, which to me is Mother Earth incarnate. So you may be a mother right now. So think of it this way. If you're a parent, not to say mother, if you're a parent right now, and you are having trouble mentally and emotionally, and I say this with so much love, please, please, please get help. It's going to affect your children more than you realize. And let me tell you, I say that from experience. My parents didn't deal with their traumas, and I was neglected. Emotionally, verbally abused. I was even sexually abused at one point, but that doesn't have to do with them. That's somebody else. It doesn't matter. My parents were blind to me and my pain. You don't want to be blind to your kids' pain, okay? You have to help yourself first before you can help your children. And sometimes we have children to a point where the children are our lessons because they're going to trigger us along the way, or they're going to upset us or bring something up from our childhood or our past. That's why they're there. That's why some of us have kids sooner rather than later. All right, we're in tarot. Let's get some current energies. Nothing's coming out because I'm distracted. Four of Swords. Two of Swords. I know if you have kids that time for yourself is almost irrelevant, but then there's something wrong. There's something wrong happening that if you don't make time for yourself. I'm not taking all of those. I only need one more. There we go. Two of Wands. Future energies, please. Okay. Ooh, Tower and Devil. Someone's hearing my message. Or hearing their own messages. One more card, please. Okay. Take this Queen of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, overall energy. We have the Two of Cups. This isn't really about a relationship. This is about you, Cancers. This is about your joy, your happiness, you feeling inspired to figure out who you are, why you're here. Some of you feel very alone right now, which is, unfortunately, it's going to happen because Spirit needs you to be isolated for a certain amount of time to be able to process, okay? To really understand that fork in the road, okay? So Two of Cups, yes, can talk about a relationship, but it also talks about love, right? Learning to love yourself, learning to understand connections, platonic and romantic, right? So whether you're in a relationship or not, it's about taking care of yourself, loving yourself, but also communicating and opening yourself up, opening up those emotions to somebody else to be able to open up to them. That's the message that I'm getting with this overall energy. You need to start opening up to people. It's the only way people are going to be able to help you. It's the only way your friends are going to be able to help you, your family, or even your partner. Okay, if you don't speak up, if your partner isn't listening, then that could potentially be the problem. Okay, current energies, we have the Four of Swords, Two of Swords, and the Two of Wands. If we add the two twos, you have 2 4s, so 2 2s, 2 4s. Take that as that resonates. We actually have 3 2s across the board here. Actually, we have 4 because the yin energy is 2 as well. It's a lot of 2s. Do I know the numbers off the top of my head? I do not. I'm sorry. You're going to have to look that up if this message resonates. So you may not see the progress just yet, but you are making progress with healing yourself, with taking care of yourself. It may be small moments when it happens, like giving yourself an extra 2 minutes in the shower, allowing yourself to sit and eat, going to bed early, giving yourself 2 minutes to meditate, going out for a walk, letting go of things that are holding you back. Yeah, it's all that stuff. So let's clarify. Oops, that was a terrible shuffle. All right. Oh. You feel conflicted about all of this because it's, again, you may not see it right away. You may not understand it right away. There may be, I just saw a pinball machine, so you may be bouncing around a lot. You feel like you're constantly doing something, but underneath it all, and I'll explain, the King of Wands, it says visionary leader, but the King of Wands energy is not only career focused, but in this deck specifically, I always see it as, with that bonfire, you're burning away things that no longer serve you. So you're going back down into your core, into your foundation, and starting over, and putting the light on that, right? What made you happy back in the day when you were a kid? What were the things that made you happy? When we're kids, like, we're more our true self when we are kids. Of course, we need a healthy environment, but if you had the opportunity to get to know yourself as a child, you're like 5 steps ahead of a lot of people. But you really need to keep growing that version of yourself. That's the version that needs to come out, right? That's the version that I'm sensing you need to choose in this fork in the road. Whether you choose it or not is completely up to you. But things do get better. Six of Swords, tranquility. Right? We give ourselves the opportunity to just accept what is and move on. Future energies. We have the Tower, the Devil, and the Queen of Pentacles. If you have toxic coping mechanisms, they will not go with you if you choose the path of freeing yourself. Because a lot of you are parents, so you can't afford to have that kind of environment, or you don't want to, or you don't want to repeat history. You really want to be a good parent. You want to be a good, stable mother figure. That's not for everybody, but whether you are or going to be, or you just want to be a good, solid, stable human being, you have to let go of your toxic traits. It's going to happen. Spirit's going to give you the opportunity to get rid of it. It's up to you to actually take the steps, though. Yeah, you're realizing you're worth more, your value, that you have more to offer in this world, not only to yourself, but to others. Yeah, Page of Cups. This is love coming through. You want a healthy partner, healthy relationship. You don't want to be scared to try things. You don't want those emotions to overtake you. Yeah, you want the pain to end, and you want a successful life. You want a successful relationship, successful job. You want to be recognized for everything you've overcome. Well, do it. You got to do the work, though. And the work is painful as fuck, man. It took me 2 years to clear up 30 years of trauma. But it's totally worth it. All right, let's figure out what the spiritual energies are around you. Some of you have, okay, that's too many. Some of you actually know you're spiritually gifted, but you won't hone in on them for whatever reason. It's your own reason why. But I feel like you're meant to help people. All right. Spirit of the Giraffe, perception, foresight, advantage. Yeah, like I said, you see things. You see things, and you're meant to. Oh, look at that. We have 2 giraffe cards. You speak to people on the other side. This girl, whoever this girl is, has passed on, and she's meant to help you. You feel like you're frozen, possibly delayed, or you feel like you're longing for something and you don't know what it is. We have werewolf, spirit, wild, untamed, and desire. You have this desire that needs to be freed, this energy that needs to be released, however that resonates for you. Spirit of St. Nicholas. These spirits want to help you. They want to bring assistance, generosity, and gifts. Your ancestors are trying to call for you. Spirit of the earth, nature, grounded, and your ancestors. They want to help you stay stable, grounded. Because remember, our ancestors didn't just give us generational trauma. They also gave us gifts and abundance and love at some point, right? Then we have Spider Spirit and Grim Reaper. So we have the Death card, and then we have Fate, Destiny, and Free Will. Okay. This cycle for you should end by the end of winter if you start really honing in on releasing things and allowing yourself to process and grieve and hop onto that train of destiny, right? All right, let's go over final deck. Oops, there's a card that's flipped. It's the Crossroads card again. How ironic. We're gonna keep that. Whenever you feel like you're on a crossroads or in a crossroads, damn it, that card doesn't go there. What is happening? Cards are all mixed up. Whenever you feel lost, let go. That energy is confusing you for a reason. It's usually ego or pride or manipulation of somebody else. Ground in nature. Yep. Your ancestors keep telling you, ground in nature. Some of you travel, you astral travel at nights, out of body experience, call your energies back. Your angels are with you, which is very apparent in the original cards. They are trying to get your attention. They are trying to help you clear out all of this energy that you don't need, that's holding you back. Universal flow, allowing things to happen as they are meant to. The grief card fell. Told you, a lot of you need to grieve something. Remember, grief isn't always just about death. We have to grieve everything. A friendship ending, a soul lesson, a job that didn't go the way of, maybe a promotion didn't happen, or a job didn't work out because you just realized it was no longer serving you. Having patience when you move forward. And when you have that victim consciousness where you blame others for your situations, you kind of need to get out of that mindset, especially as an adult. You have free will, even though people are really easily manipulated. You have free will to get out of any situation. It's a matter of trusting and having faith and knowing that your guides are with you. All right, Cancers, that was a heavy reading. Like, my energy is super drained at the moment. So hopefully this helps, and I wish you all the best of luck. Talk to you guys next week.